Jump it up. Philadelphia and its home whites. Let me give you their record. They're 44-34. They're going to finish second to Washington in the Atlantic.
Kareem just looked over with that clenched fist, gave him a little smile. He's ready to play, I believe. He's going to have to get this club back on the winning ways. The Lakers have won only 14 of their 44 games, Brent, away from home.
So in the spectrum, Gashul will throw it up and we're underway. And the Lakers in their dark traveling uniforms. Jamal goes in offhand. Taken down by Caldwell Jones. And here come the 76ers. They love to get this running game going. They exploded for 45 points Friday night in the first period against Cleveland. The Doctor had 17. Bibby's open on the left side.
Now Irving setting up. Took the ball right to the free throw line and dropped it to the left side. And Bibby hits the first shot.
Boone has replaced Lou Hudson as a starter for the Lakers. And he'll be working in the backcourt with Norm Nixon. Jamal now wants Don Ford to replace the injured Adrian Dantley to come out to the top of the circle. Here's Norman up on the right. They dub it to Boone. Offensive foul. He pushed off to get open. First one on Boone.
He's trying to go down low with Henry Bibby. And Bibby did a good job staying right with him defensively. And Boone pushed him away with the left arm, trying to set up down low.
Philadelphia, the only team in the NBA with a better record against opponents above the 500 mark than the ones below it. So the best brings out the best in Billy C's 76ers. Caldwell waits for the Doctor. Sealed off by Kareem. Bad pass, and Cheeks runs it down for the 76ers, saving it. So Kareem wasn't going to give him the baseline. Cheeks shoots through with a pass, and Jones open other side. Ford to the rebound. Boone across the timeline now for Jerry West. Bobby Jones right there on Jamal. Here's Kareem, left side of the free throw line. Jamal's in low, rolls a hook shot.
Good defense by Bobby Jones. He forced Jamal to take the jump hook, not exactly the shot he wanted.
Bad pass, but Cheeks again, and now he has lost it. On the turnover, here come the Lakers. Nixon is past the Doctor with that great quickness. Open man on the right is Boone. Taken down by Bibby for the 76ers. The Doctor.
They gave him running room. Bibby dumped it out. And the Doctor floated right up to the basket and dropped it through. He's off to a good start.
Cheeks picks up Nixon high as he comes across the timeline. Ford takes it from Kareem and comes right down. Nice play.
Beautiful. Perfect timing, and Kareem just shoveled it off quickly to Ford, coming right by him for the layup.
And, of course, the success of the Lakers will depend on that defense against the 76ers. Keep them from getting that running game going, which has propelled them here the last 2 weeks. Caldwell Jones comes inside.
Now they got a foul, and they also want goaltending, but I don't think that they'll give them the goaltending. We'll look at it again. The foul was a good call. Here's Kareem on Caldwell, beats him to the basket. Reaching in, he gets the foul. Right here, he trapped it off the glass, but the foul had been made before he blocked the shot, so Caldwell Jones will get a couple of free throws. Not bad player, Caldwell, and they got big Darryl Dawkins waiting to back him up.
Caldwell, of course, not a scorer, averaging just 8.2 points during the month of March. Dawkins gives a little more offense against Jerry West Lakers.
Jerry reading over there on the sidelines. What am I going to do?
Jerry West has been in the news himself the last week in Los Angeles. We'll talk about that this afternoon, about his future. Caldwell misses the free throw. Nixon is off with it. Norm Nixon, the most valuable Laker this year, no question about it. He has played well all season long.
They tried to trap him with two guards. He got it up cleanly.
Caldwell, of course, 7 feet tall, so he can stand right there with Kareem and hold those hands up, and not as easy to roll that sky hook. Now you go to one. Taken down by the Doctor on the other side. Here's Henry Bibby. We'll see Doug Collins. He's been out with an injury. Bibby works inside and turnaround misses. Both teams are cold in the early going here in the spectrum. Nixon with a bounce pass, and he overled Wilkes out of bounds.
Well, he went the wrong way. He had Don Ford wide open on the right side. Nixon just didn't see him, even though Wilkes could have been there for the layup, but the open man was to the right.
Los Angeles 44-32, or 4.5 games behind Seattle, and Portland closing in the other direction. As we enter the last week of the regular season, playoff positions at stake, and a 3-second violation has turned the ball over to the Lakers. They'll take it out of bounds directly in front of Jerry West, Jack McCloskey, and Stan Albeck on the Laker bench.
There's Billy
Cunningham on the Philadelphia bench.
Boy, he's going good. They've won 8 out of 9. Big Caldwell Jones got that size 17 trapped in that 3-second lane.
Good pass by Jamal. Boone had posted up maybe inside, and Jamal really shot it at him.
Boone is strong for a 6'2 guard. He'll go in low. With this combination of Boone and Nixon, you have a better defensive lineup at the guards than when you play Lou Hudson at a guard.
Now the 76ers set the play. Shot clock, and Nixon knocked it away, but right to Bibby. Bobby Jones has not handled the ball much, has he? Ford seems to be sealing him up. Irving jumps it into Bobby inside. Caldwell Jones.
Now Kareem intimidated Bobby Jones, but that left Caldwell, and he went right up and dunked it. We look again. The doctor spinning to his left, made a good pass to Bobby. Here's Kareem to intimidate. There's Caldwell. Jam it down, big guy.
Ford whips it to Jamal from behind the back release, and Kareem, oh, he missed one. He should have had it. He's got this one.
He missed a one-hand set shot. He didn't even jump. Just grabbed it and put it up, went right back and got it.
He couldn't believe it either, and it came right at him. All right, Bibby now works around the screen by Julius, fouled by Wilkes, who came out on Henry.
Henry put him up in the air on the fake and leaned in and got the shot away. So Bibby will have 2 free throws. Last night, the New Orleans Jazz whipped Atlanta 109 to 107. Rich Kelly had 28 points.
We'll see highlights of that game at halftime. Milwaukee over Chicago. There's also a final from last night there. Now you can take a look at it.
Henry just tripped over the free throw line. He's all right. Come on, Henry.
Kansas City beating Indiana, and Slick Leonard. We'll have highlights of that game at halftime.
Look at the big fella coming to backcourt to help out. Dribble it up there, Kareem.
Double team pressure and fouled in the backcourt. That's a possession against the doctor. Kareem coming up to the free throw line to shoot a pair here.
Might mention that Indiana, Brent, even though they got beat badly by Kansas City, they have really been on a streak. They had won 9 out of 11 games. Coach Bobby Leonard doing a great job with that club, even though they're not in the playoffs.
Let me make a point about that score right there. Seattle beating Detroit. They had lost that tough overtime game the night before in Phoenix. They go home and they beat Detroit by 20 points. Beware of the Seattle Supersonics in the West. That is an extremely talented basketball team. Well coached. They play as a unit. Paul Silas gives them great leadership on the bench as a player, and then, of course, when he comes in. Here we've got the 76ers now. They're coming on strong. Oh, Kareem! Wrapped one outside. Look out, Seattle, he said.
Boy, he wanted to hit that one down. He could have blocked it to a teammate. We'll look at it again. Bill Russell would have slapped this one down. He would have just gently brought it over, perhaps tipped it to Ford or someone, but Kareem knocked it out of bounds.
Bibby comes up, misfiring. Cheeks runs it down in the corner. The hustling old Cheeks who grew up in Chicago.
I think Kareem thought he was going to shoot the ball, and he went up. And Caldwell just reached in, and I mean, he really dunked that one down. Here's the play, Maurice Cheeks. 6'2" guard inside of Bobby. Down the lane is Wapo. There he goes.
Jamal misfiring. Irving off quickly now to Cheeks. Now the 76ers try to get it going, but Nixon's back. Ford is back. Cheeks comes through left hand. Bobby Jones, there's the game. If the 76ers get this going right now, the Lakers will be in trouble. There's going to be a timeout. Jerry West will try to regroup that defense. It's 13-7, 76ers.
And the Lakers down by 6 have lost 8 straight road games.
On Friday night, the Phoenix Suns in the second half under John McLeod went to the full court pressure, which you see Philadelphia exerting right now, although it appears to be token. And there was no question that that rattled Seattle just a bit as Nixon comes right up, the good ball handler, and they leave Kareem alone, and he missed the shot. Off Ford to Bibby. 76ers now trying to get it moving. The doctor slipped on the other side, taken away by Boone. Cheeks didn't have control. Now Boone in the middle, off to the left. Nixon will slow it up. The 76ers are back waiting him. Caldwell Jones is over there on Nixon. That means Kareem should get it.
Caldwell's back with him now. They had to wait for Kareem to get down court to set up.
Turn around, high arch. He's got to go to the high arch. There's a loose ball foul, but with Caldwell out there, Hot Rod, he's got to get it up over him now.
Kareem is listed at about 7'2", but I actually think he's more like 7'4". Caldwell's 7'1", and I don't think Kareem is really worried about him blocking his shots. He's got the sky hook. He put up without any problem. They just turned on that jumper.
Nixon spins to the left and hits the field goal. It makes it 13-9. Now let's see what kind of a defense the Lakers come up with down here as Philadelphia goes to set up. Caldwell Jones has scored 5 points already here in the first period. Kareem has got to shut down and work harder on defense. He's fronting him now. Caldwell comes to the left. Jump pass. And there's a foul as Bobby Jones was coming through the lane.
Don Ford bumped him from behind. Ford at 6'9". And Irving again looking for the pass as Jamal was right up tight with him.
Bibby comes out and Boone is there now. Fresh 24. The doctor puts it up outside. Kareem with the rebound. Outlet now to Ford. He can run well for a forward on the wing. Here's Boone. Comes into the corner. Nixon comes from behind him. Cheeks is with Nixon. They come around Kareem. Jump it over to Ford, who will take the shot outside. They really did not have a play working that time, and Julius comes out into Ford, and Ford was not set up.
Be a backcourt foul. Julius Erving will get 2 free throws. We'll look at it again. The rebound came long to the free throw line. Here's the doctor. Good call. Ford tried to fake it to draw the offensive foul, but no so. It'll be the Dr. Julius Erving at the free throw line.
Now, Erving has averaged almost 20 points, shooting 46% from the field in 11 games versus Los Angeles in the NBA. But against the rest of the NBA, his average is over 20 at 21, and he shoots 50%. So the Lakers have been successful defensively against the Doctor in his career since coming over from the Nets in the ABA. And the late word on George McGinnis is that left ankle is in a cast. He will be lost for 8 weeks, according to the doctors. Says Big George this morning, not that long. I'm going to try to get back and help the team in the playoffs. Denver with 5 tough games on the road right now. Wilkes shoots the baseline, and he traveled. He was sealed up. Excellent defense.
He had no place to go, and he overcommitted himself as the Philadelphia club sagged in and blocked up the baseline. So that'll turn it over, and Philadelphia again on the offense.
Now the 76ers will set a play. They are not finding things as easy as they did against Cleveland on Friday night. Bobby Jones open. Couldn't hit it, and Kareem battling for the rebounds. Got Ford, but Bibby got a hand on it. Irving's back. Bibby's open now. Coming inside, and Kareem stayed with him. And he traveled. He's turned it over to the Lakers.
That's quite a move by Julius. He had that ball circling around his head. Kareem was spinning around. I don't think he knew where it was coming from. But he regained his defensive composure and intimidated Bibby and forced him to travel.
It was Kareem versus the world in that sequence.
Our CBS cameraman got mixed up there trying to follow Julius's move.
Norm Nixon now from outside with a pretty shot. And I'll tell you, since that timeout, the Lakers have edged back into it, and here they come with that defense.
And again, it was the little guy, Norm Nixon, blocked it away.
Here's Jamal, works the fake, didn't have it, went back to Nixon now, off to Ford. Kareem's not back, he's resting up at the other end. He'll come back and wait now on defense. Irving for the left, and Ford forces him back outside. Back to Bibby, here's the doctor. He feels good, doesn't he? And hit the shot, loose ball, the doctor's got it. Wheels on Ford, dishes now. Oh, magic time.
Perfect play by Irving. He brought Kareem right to him, went up and dished it off. He'd taken a shot, Kareem would have blocked it. Beautiful play by Irving, and I have never seen him go this early before. I can understand why he scored those 21 points in the first quarter his last time out. Here's the doctor going in. Watch Kareem move over, fake it, lay it off. Bobby Jones there for the layup. Perfectly done.
Bad pass by Boone here at the other end on the turnover. The 76ers now can run off a couple in a row. Jones out high. Here comes Maurice Cheeks, left side. All alone is Boone. He'll put it down. It's 17-11 now. First period. Boone's open. Should have had that shot. Jones down. Jerry West wanted that field goal. Now it's Cheeks. Rotates middle off to the left, and it's Irving. Irving dishes inside. Look at it. Magic pass. Bobby Jones is the open man.
Irving could have taken that shot, but he spotted Bobby wide open. Made a real quick flip just on time to get the play up for Jones.
You can almost feel late in the year that things have now opened up for the doctor. He's begun to exert himself. Nixon holds, misses, rebounds. The little man comes back.
Well, one thing that one of the Philadelphia ex-forwards is very happy about, and that's Billy Cunningham, to see the doctor playing the way he is. He says, we're playing great, and the doctor's taking us right along.
And Bibby right back. 21-13, and we've got 3:10 in the first period, and both coaches now going to go to the bench. Kareem should have the... Oh, Jones went to him, and there's a foul.
That looked like a good block, but he must have come over him.
I thought it might have been a jump ball, Harrod. I thought he might have tied him up.
Here it is again. Watch Caldwell. He'll block the ball cleanly. Right there, perfectly done, but apparently it came over his back and got him over the shoulder. So Kareem will get a couple of free throws. I don't think Jabbar is used to having someone make a block like that. He turned around and said, who did that? Where did you come from?
You know, Kareem has shot just 42% in 3 games against Philadelphia this year. That is lower than his mark against any other opponent. These two teams play tough defense against each other. 21-14, a 7-point Philadelphia lead with 3 minutes to go. First period from the Spectrum, and Eric Money has checked in, and the doctor spins on Jamal.
He's got the jump shot going. Wilkes will be in for a long afternoon. Like he hit that one. Because Irving has a million moves if you play him tight.
This is the best I've seen the doctor play since the All-Star game by far. Those knees are back in shape. You're going to meet his wife at halftime, Jane Kennedy, with the interview. Nixon, Jones, did you see him fly out, try to pick him up? Boy, Norman looks good, too, doesn't he? 23-16.
Great little guard, and he's going to get better. Now, that's not good news for his opponents. That little guy knows the game, and he's the real playmaker for the Lakers.
Eric Money, good pass to Bibby. Good teamwork that Billy Cunningham's got after that two-week road trip out west when the 76ers were horrible, blown out by Phoenix. I saw them play a game in the Forum in Los Angeles. They were bad that night. Here's Kenny Carr, who's checked in, number 2.
How about Eric Money? He played in a doubleheader here not long ago. Played for both teams. Philadelphia beating New Jersey.
Loose ball foul, and watch this at the other end.
Perfect pass. Eric Money looking for Bibby. Bounce it right by him. Wide open in for the layup. That's the kind of a play that's put Philadelphia with an 8 victories and 9 tries.
Rod, when we come back, I want you to explain that Eric Money story. Not everybody knows what happened.
Chevrolet dedicates the new midsize Chevy Malibu wagon to all the new wagon people. People who shop in those great little stores, people who camp in the great outdoors, people with kids and people without, people who haul things inside or out, skiers and surfers and joggers and more. People who enjoy a useful rear door, people who store some nice odds and ends, people who enjoy lots of nice friends.
We are back at the Spectrum in Philadelphia with 2 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the first period, and the 76ers leading the Los Angeles Lakers 25-16.
It wasn't too long ago that New Jersey protested a game that Philadelphia won here at the Spectrum. So they won the protest. They played it over. 5 minutes left in the third quarter, plus the fourth period, and then they played another game to follow it. In the middle of all that, they had a couple of trades. Harvey Catchings and Eric Money involved, and they both played on both clubs. So Money had 22 points, I believe, 17 for New Jersey and 5 for Philadelphia. And Philly won a doubleheader. How about that?
Here is Norm Nixon with control.
As Ernie Banks would say, it's such a lovely day, let's play 2.
He sure would. Kareem rolls into 27-18 after that sky hook, and Lou Hudson has checked in. He's going to go with Bibby now. Wilkes goes to the doctor. The doctor spins on him. That quickness. Oh, showtime for the doctor in Philly.
Last time I saw him play like this, he was playing in the ABA, and looking like that now, looking for shots, moving, spinning.
Wilkes and Bobby Jones seals him up. Kareem out far from the basket. He'll try to get a little bit closer now. Kenny Carr puts it down, drives in, bounces off of Jones, and he traveled.
I thought it was a charging foul, but at any rate, he gives the ball up. He really bumped in as he tried to turn, going right to left across the free throw line. That's a good call.
Hot Rod, Jerry would like Carr to play in closer to the basket, not take outside shoots, not shots, not handle the ball as much as he does, as Steve Mix has checked in and Bobby Jones is out. Here's Eric Money as he came around Bibby. There's Jones's roll free.
Kareem looked a little disgusted with that move. Like, come on, give me some help in there. I'm helping you guys. When nobody was there, Caldwell got the dunk.
That's 7 points now for Jones, not normally a big scorer, so he's having a big first period here against Kareem. Trying to keep the ball away for number 33, who sends it back to Nixon. He's the open man. That guard will dive toward Kareem, and he went right back.
Kareem said that he expects Philadelphia to double team him, and he said, I'll be looking for people cutting by, and that's exactly what he did there, and he spotted Nixon for the easy jumper.
And that's 10 points already for Norm Nixon. You know, Abdul-Jabbar leads all the NBA centers with 408 assists. He's already broken the team record for centers. That was set 10 years ago by Wilt Chamberlain. Sometimes we put him down as only a shooter, and then you take a look at that assist record, and Ford's checked back in.
You know, when Wilt Chamberlain was playing, they used to drop everybody back in front of him. That's when he started with all these zones, and he used to yell at the referee, who's this man guarding? He'd point to a guard in front of him.
Missed by Money, and Hudson's off. Nixon's got Carr. Back to Norman. Norman negotiates. Give him 12 first period.
I think you covered that perfectly, my man. Negotiated for the jumper.
Time running down first period. Bibby puts it up left side.
What are all these little guys doing here getting all the points?
End of the first period. 10 points for Bibby and 33 for Philadelphia. They lead the Los Angeles Lakers 33-22.
Looking right down for the pass here. It goes into Caldwell. Take it in. Big hook shot. You see the best in...
The preceding announcement was brought to you as a public service by the National Basketball Association, and Doug Collins is back.
6'6" guard. He's had the bad foot. He's missed the last 3 games. But brother, he could fill it up in a hurry. Great mover with the ball.
He'll work in the backcourt along with Eric Money. Steve Mix is now up front. Caldwell Jones still there along with the doctor. Mix misses, and Carr with the rebound defensively. And here's Norm Nixon. He lit up the Lakers with 12 in that first period. Ford was open, but he was not looking for the shot. Get it back to Kareem. They go in now to Carr. Carr muscles up the hook shot, and Irving's there.
Most unusual to see Kareem out front, setting up a smaller man inside.
Eric Money spins in 2.
That's 2 for the money.
He sounded just like Zinkoff on the PA system here in the Spectrum. Washington, 26. Denver 19 is that score I saw on our screen. Irving.
Super Lou's in the lineup. He took that shot, Hudson.
Money. Not this time. Off now to Nixon. Nixon and Money. If Nixon doesn't need a rest, what a dandy duel that'll be between 2 of the road runners in this league. Carr up high to the glass. Caldwell Jones.
Unusual. We didn't see Carr hardly at all in Denver a week ago, but now he's playing early in this game.
Mix lost it on the turnover, and then Hudson is hit by Mix as he comes back down the floor. So Lou just turned in and took the backcourt foul. Good play by Lou for the Lakers. And they need something now to climb back in it because the 76ers look good. And
here comes the man with the earring. The dangerous duck. Big Darrell. You'd like to run into him in a dark alley. Not even if all the lights were on.
I was going to say, does it make any difference where you run into Darrell, Doc?
Quite a young man. He's playing with a lot of confidence, and they've got quite a matchup there. Not a matchup, but they complement each other. Caldwell Jones and Dawkins splitting the time up. Super Lou, great free throw shooter. Hudson played his college basketball at the University of Minnesota. One of the all-time great scorers in the NBA.
35-24 and 10:39 left in the half, and Money yells out instructions, and Dawkins now will go down and set up, and Kareem will pick him up right away on the right side. Dawkins handles it for the first time, goes to the screen for Irving. Irving off, and Carr with another defensive rebound. The Lakers defensively will have to do it now. Now Ford looks for the shot. Not there. Dawkins saved it, but threw it right to Lou Hudson, and Hudson back for, misfired on everything. You seldom see Lou Hudson shoot it like that. He's been in a terrible slump. Turned over at the other end. Play is sloppy right now. Price deflected by Mix. Almost by Ford. Money with control. Eric dishes to the doctor.
Now finally you got a clean play. As Money spotted the doctor for the dunk. Both clubs were getting a little sloppy there for a moment. And the Lakers want to regroup again as Jerry West calls for another timeout. With Philadelphia leading 37-24.
Julius Irving has scored 10 points already here in the first half. And Hot Rod Hundley talked to Doug Collins about the doctor.
Well, I think Julius has really taken control, especially the last few games. In the first quarter, he's come out and really established himself. Bobby Jones has become a lot more active offensively. And I think the play of Caldwell Jones off the boards and Darrell Dawkins in low, we've just been playing excellent team defense, and that's the whole key.
Did he leave anybody out?
Besides 10 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal, the Lakers must go to work against number 6. That has been the key for Billy Cunningham. Kareem rolls in that hook, and here in the first half now, Jabbar has got 8 points.
That's what the Lakers need more of, Kareem taking those shots. I still think
defensively is where they got to dig in. Ford is watching Irving. We've got a foul away from it. Jimmy Price is over there on the ball.
I don't think anyone can stop Kareem if he wants to put those shots up, but he's just got to start looking for more points.
Ford going with the doctor, circling to the top. No question about the main man. They go away from him now to Dawkins. Dawkins puts it down. Now Irving goes up underneath, and Dawkins takes a shot, and it goes right to Kareem.
You notice he jumped right into Kareem. He wasn't afraid that it was going to be blocked. That's the best way to shoot over a big man, is lean into him, not go away from him.
Hot Rod, let's see now if Kareem comes through the key again with Dawkins. Dawkins leaning on him. Price shoots it over to Ford. Kareem comes to the strong side. Carr hits one outside.
Dawkins is really muscling Kareem away from that board.
Now let's watch what happens to the Doctor. It'll come through him. Here's Ford. Now the Doctor. Ford throws an elbow, tries on him. They get it down low.
He doubled it. Double dribble. Here's that defense I was talking about. Watch Darryl just shove Kareem away. Here he's trying to get through. He's holding him. He's pushing him. Now he turns and does a good job of screening him away from the board. In fact, forced Kareem clear off the floor.
Bobby Jones is back. Good defensive player. Kareem likes the left side. He'll start over there. Right now he is on that side. Hudson comes through, went to Kareem. Look at Dawkins. They ought to call a foul on that. Kareem came up with the shot anyway.
Get that man off of me.
Absolutely. I can hardly blame Kareem if he gets pushed around like that all the time.
They made an incredible shot without banking it and lofted in that one-hander on the baseline left side.
Now Dawkins rolling off, deflected. It's not pretty, but it counts.
Oh, Mixer, he says, I'm just trying to get up and get out of here. I'm not trying to run over anybody. Come on, Kenny, get up. So Carr says, this is pro basketball. Here's that muscle play. Watch Kareem trying to get him off of him. And Dawkins will not back off. Now he turns by him. Here's that shot. That's a toughie, and he dropped it right through.
Pretty shot by Abdul-Jabbar. He's for 10, and Nixon's for 12, and that's it. They've got 22 of the Lakers' 30 points. No one else is involved in the attack right now. Shoot it over to Price. Now Kareem comes over to this side. Dawkins there. Nice pass inside to Hudson, who simply missed the shot. Lou Hudson in a terrible shooting slump. Eric Money pulls up for Billy C at the other end. Eric Money can ignite an offense.
One thing that's helped Philadelphia in this stretch is their bench, and they're going to it now. Money coming in gives them help. You've got Collins back in the lineup and Mix. The only starter is Bobby Jones.
Price coming around Abdul-Jabbar, and there's whistle outside. It's against Eric Money, who came around the screen. Nixon is back, and Wilkes is right behind him. Both of them return for Jerry West. Carr and Hudson go out.
Got to get some points in that lineup. People that can shoot outside and get the defense to loosen up.
Hudson has shot just 37% since losing that starting spot to Ron Boone. And Jerry couldn't go with him. He missed a couple of shots here in this sequence that could have pulled the Lakers back in this.
Like most players, though, Brent, if you're the older you get, like Blues up close to 35, if you don't play consistently, you're going to lose that touch. You got to stay in that lineup.
Nixon on the pull-up. Dawkins, and it goes right to Wilkes. Dawkins mistimed his jump by about a month and a half. The big fella rolling up. Kareem hooks one up over him, and Nick's off now to Doug.
He's too far out for that jump hook that he tried.
Oh, Bobby Jones open.
Perfect bounce pass for Doug Collins, and Bobby pointed to him and said, thank you, big guy, and got me 2 more.
So the Doctor getting a rest right now. Collins and Jones will pick up. He keeps some of his firepower out there. Here's Kareem.
Kareem put on a little dribbling act there for the big man in the middle. Just yo-yoing the ball up down and finally got the shot away.
Money glides to the jumper. Just a little short. It's all purple. It's Wilkes.
3-on-2 break.
Off to Price. Jones got a hand up, and on the other side, Jimmy comes back up. Lakers are not shooting with confidence. It reflected on the scoreboard, 43-32 at 6:40, and Kareem may be a touch tired.
Jerry remarked, when Kareem goes out, he said, we just go flat. I've just got to play him more time if we're going to stay with this club.
Dawkins maneuvers on Kareem, threw up a miss. Norman Nixon battling and goes out of bounds. Hold it, says Kashu.
The whole Laker bench exploded there. West, his coaches and his teammates got up and started yelling.
Milwaukee leading Portland 28-26. Let me check Portland right now in the Pacific at 43-34 as they drive for the playoffs. And Jerry West, Hot Rod, believes that Portland may be as good as any team in the league right now.
They're playing when it counts. That's right now going to the playoff.
Friday night on CBS, it is Seattle in the Forum against the Los Angeles Lakers. And of course, we're coming off a dandy last Friday night. Seattle and Phoenix went overtime before the Suns won it. Jamal Wilkes gets up on that scoreboard for the first time here, and that's what the Lakers need. A little more balance in that attack, Hot Rod.
Well, they took it on a reverse layup. Smartly done. He was fouled by Bobby Jones. We look again. Here's Wilkes going baseline. Jones thought he was going up for the left, but Jamal faked him and went across the basket, hooked it up and in, and was fouled. He'll look for the three-point play.
Billy C. has hit his bench again. He gave Doug Collins a handful of minutes. Now he's coming back with Henry Bibby. Bibby has scored 10 points. But the 76ers have a much more balanced attack. They can go to scores on the floor, whereas West just has not had that much firepower from his other players here this afternoon. Bibby gives it off to Eric Money. Ford with Bobby Jones. Bibby traveled. He took a little extra step before he started at the basket.
Good call. Joe Gashu made that one. He did a little hippity-hop move there before he took off. You know, you made a remark that West said that Portland probably looks as good as any team right now. The way the Lakers have been playing, they all look good to Jerry. He's been saying it every night, every time he goes out.
Nixon pops back out. Here's Jimmy Price. Goes in out of Kareem. You can see Bibby on the double team, and Kareem powers his way to the glass. Jones is off for the outlet after the miss. And it's Bibby. Deflected by Ford, run down by Money. Money comes around Price, lobs it into Dawkins. Stepped out of bounds. Give it to the Lakers.
Kareem's been giving him a little problem when Dawkins tries to take him down low. I think he would probably be more effective to go outside and try his jump shots, because Kareem will let him have the shot from outside. There's my man. Oh, Jerry. I hope he stays with this job. I don't want to see him walk away from basketball. He was such a great competitor, and he can do it.
Jabbar double team, send it back to Price. He's short, taken out by Wilkes on the turnaround. Up high with the shot, and a foul called as he goes down to the floor.
15,
The doctor has checked back in.
Mr. Cool.
Of course, there is a great deal of speculation now, and there have been a couple of reports, one of them Jim Hill out of KNXT in Los Angeles, that Jerry will not be back next year as coach of the Lakers. Jack Kent Cooke, the owner of the team, says that the decision rests with Jerry West as to what he wants to do next year.
You know, he took 2 years off when he retired as a player. He didn't know what he wanted to do. When he took the head coaching job, I thought he would be happy. But I honestly will say this, Brent, Jerry West is not a happy man. And I'd sure like to see him get happy. I don't know what he wants to do. I would hope that he'd like to stay in coaching.
Money comes across the line and goes to the left down. Here's Bibby. Nixon watches him. Kareem keep it. Oh, just see Jones collide with Ford. Offensive foul.
And Bobby says, now wait a minute, what did I do? So, well, all you did was knock him down. Well, look at it again. Here's a pass. Well, I mean, Ford took a shot from him. Bobby just turned in and whap right there, and down goes Ford.
43-37. The Lakers have eased back, and that's why the doctors reappeared for Billy C. Price now, Money knocks it out of bounds. Lakers will keep possession. So a basket here, and they're right back in it with 4 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the first half.
Billy C., he's not too excited right now. His club with a 6-point lead. Well, they're running subs in and out of here, making a lot of moves.
Dantley is back in Los Angeles injured. That's why we have not seen him here this afternoon, and he probably will not be in Chicago, where the Lakers are going next.
They're not a good road club, Los Angeles.
Well, somebody forgot to tell him the time was running out after it was knocked out of bounds. They got the 5 left up on it, and there wasn't any talk out here. So that was simply a lack of communication.
Well, that's one of the problems. You don't have to have a coach to be constantly yelling at you. You can look over at the clock and tell how much time. That was just the player's fault on that play.
Money now gives it up, and here's the doctor. Jump shot on Wilkes is short. Taken out by Nixon. Ball on the floor. He'll apply instant heat. Off to the left side. Nice pass to Wilkes.
I mean, Jamal Wilkes, when he got to midcourt, he saw that opening and really tore for the basket, and Nixon, with perfect timing, bounced it to him for the layup.
And we got a 4-point difference right now with 4:10. And the 76ers got just a touch lethargic. And again, let me point out, Caldwell Jones was not out there, nor was the doctor. Money spins for 2.
That's a good point. The big difference was Caldwell Jones. And since Daryl Dawkins has played, LA's made a move at him.
Here it is.
Taking nothing away from the doctor, by the way. I'm talking about Daryl Dawkins.
Score the left-handed hook, and he was fouled. Here comes comes Abdul-Jabbar to the line for Jerry West.
Jerry, go ahead.
The Lakers were playing in Phoenix last week, and I'll get to that in a minute. Hot Rod?
Here's Kareem, a big sky left-handed hook. And Dawkins up there could not reach the ball. So the basket counts, and Abdul-Jabbar hits the free throw. It's a three-point play for Kareem, and the Sixers lead is by 3.
Kicked. So the 76ers now will keep it. The Lakers had to take Abdul-Jabbar out in Phoenix, and the Suns ripped him last week. But John McLeod said the Lakers played very well defensively till they fell apart. Oh, Mo Cheeks came down the line. Worked the reverse leg. His first basket of the game.
That time Kareem was flat-footed on the defense. He didn't make a move. He could have blocked that shot. He's got to be a little tired, Kareem, at this point.
Ford outside over Jones. Taken down by Wilkes. Offensive rebound and no shot. Foul before he released.
Boy, that nullified a great move by Jamal Wilkes. He thought he had earned the three-point play. You watch him hustle on the play and bank one up from the right side. Here it is. The shot comes off. They fight for it. Jamal's got it. Might watch this move on Dawkins. Jump hook off the glass, softly put up. And he got the hoop, but take it away. They called the foul before the shot. We're in the penalty, so he'll get 2 free throws.
Wilkes has come on to score 8 points, all in the second period.
Coming out of the bullpen, the old mixer, Steve Mix.
So Norm Nixon, 12 in the first period. And now it has been Jamal Wilkes who has started to pick up that scoring. That is 9 for him, all in the second period. On the floor for Billy C, Caldwell Jones back in the hole. Oh, Cheeks outside.
Well, the little guy's made a difference. He has really played super for this Philadelphia club. Got great speed.
Kareem goes to the skyhook on Jones. You know, Cheeks has got a good chance to become the first rookie to start all 82 games since Sidney Wicks with Portland back in 1972.
I started 3 when I was a rookie.
Misfiring. Knocked out of bounds. Kareem was dueling for it and had a hand on it. We're going to have a timeout. 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first half. Coming up at halftime, Jane Kennedy will be talking to Turquoise Serving, the wife of the doctor. Let me set the lineup now for Philadelphia so we know exactly who's on the floor. Cheeks and Bibby are at guards. Mix and Irving are the forwards, and Caldwell Jones is the center. Matched up against Boone and Nixon, Wilkes, Ford, and Abdul-Jabbar. Those are the matchups. Goes deep to Caldwell Jones, goes across to the doctor, and Wilkes with his hands full. But the doctor, as you know, not one of the best outside shooters in the league. Misfiring. Wilkes goes, and Jones on the block. That's the difference with the 76ers. Dishing. Back goes the doctor to Bibby.
That was a second man. He really didn't want to throw that ball to Bibby, but he happened to be right there. And what a block Caldwell made. He was the catalyst of the whole play, and that's the way to block a shot. Go up and tip it to a teammate, and he blocked it right over to Bibby. Now they went all the way down and got the hoop.
Nixon over in the left corner, and Caldwell Jones. You see him quickly switch out. You watch Caldwell play defense. He's got to get back now. Cheeks matched against Kareem, who sent it forward on the steal. They got it away from Ford. Cheeks on the lead. So it is Moon Cheeks and Caldwell Jones picking him up.
All right, Ford made a mistake at 6'9". He should never put the ball on the floor in traffic like that, and it was easily taken away by the guards.
Nixon tries to get past him, hot rod, and went down to the floor, and the foul's on Cheeks. Billy C can't believe it. He said he tripped right over him.
There's that play a moment ago. You'll see Caldwell Jones, hopefully here on the block. Here's Nixon going down. Oh, that was the play a little later. Down he went as he was tripped up by Cheeks. We'll look at it here in a moment after we see this free throw. All right, here we go. Here's the block. Now watch Caldwell block it right over to a teammate. Bibby picks it up. He starts the fast break, take it down the middle. Now, Julius's pass, he got caught in the air and went right over the head of Jones and went right to Bibby, and he hit the shot. Everything going Philadelphia's way. 53-47 Philadelphia. We got a minute and 44 seconds left here in the first half.
Nixon's first points here in the second period. Give him 14 for the game right now. Cheeks over on the left. Wilkes trying to stay with the doctor. Nixon to help out. The doctor comes up jumping.
You get him about 10 or 12 feet away. Irving's a deadly jump shooter. When you move him back, say 15 to 18, he doesn't hit that effectively.
Nixon holds. Goes to the right, and Wilkes off with the shot. Loose ball. Jones with a hand on it, puts it on the floor. Hey to the doctor, and it's Mix, and Carr crashes into him.
And they want goaltending again. Cunningham, yes, I know you got the foul, but give us the basket, too. Billy wants it all. That could have gone that way. He's at midcourt right now complaining to the referee. Now he walks back, but he had a good argument. Mix will get 2 free throws. This guy's a good journeyman. Boy, he just gets the job done. Steve Mix. Toledo University star.
First foul in the last 2 minutes.
57 to 48 with 1:10 to go in the first half from the Spectrum. Julius is matched up against Carr defensively. Look at Jones front Kareem to seal him off. I'll tell you, for Kareem, it's like going through a minefield just to get the basketball. Boone on the turnaround.
Boy, they really drop people in on him, too. He cannot even move. Once he gets the ball, he can't put it to the floor.
Nixon with a good defensive move on the steal. Leads the break, and Cheeks' quickness knocked it out of bounds.
I'll give Julius Irving a little credit defensively. He got back to cut off Nixon on the play and forced him to pass the ball. Good hustle by the doctor.
Wilkes throws it down to Boone. Boone backing on Bibby. Look at Cheeks stay right with Norman. Carr's open. Mix gave him the shot. The doctor checks the clock. 30 seconds.
Doctor can check anything he wants to. He's going good.
Philadelphia, of course, dueling San Antonio for a better one-loss record. San Antonio leading the Central Division at 44 and 33. The Sixers with one more loss, even though San Antonio could get a bye. Should they meet, the Sixers, of course, would get the schedule and the home court advantage.
The ball was kicked out of bounds, so Philadelphia taking advantage. They get the full 24 seconds. They're going to look for the last shot. Working that clock down.
Jones went up over Nixon, sends it back now. Mo Cheeks, short at the buzzer. The end of the first half. And Philadelphia leads Los Angeles 57-50. Coming up, Jane Kennedy with turquoise serving.
Just in basketball on CB.
I know from just being married to Julius, you know, what every penny he makes, he earns, you know. It's not like anybody's giving him anything. When he's 40 years old, he may not be able to walk, you know, because of playing basketball from his knees. But, you know, people don't look at it like that. They look at it like, oh, this guy's making so much money, but how long will he make that money? You know,
Turquoise Irving, beautiful, charming, outspoken wife of 76er superstar Dr. J, Julius Irving. Dr. J and the Turk, as he likes to call her, have made this colonial-style house on the North Shore of Long Island into a home for themselves and their 3 young children. They're about 45 minutes from New York City and 3 hours by car from Philadelphia, where they maintain a small apartment. Recently, Turquoise took time out of her busy day to talk with me about her family and herself.
During the NBA season, you seem very much wrapped up in Julius. Is there any stigmatism in being the wife of a superstar?
I don't look at myself as being the wife of a superstar. I'm Turquoise Irving, and I'm married to Julius Irving, and it was like that from day one. So, you know, I just always stick to just Julius as what goes on in my house, and, you know, what goes on between the two of us off the court and away from basketball. I don't get into, you know, really being married to Julius Irving, superstar.
You seem to cater to him an awful lot. Does that make you feel like you're wrapped up in the perfect wife syndrome?
Oh, no. To me, I'm the perfect wife. I do, you know, I would say I do more than 99% of the wives that are married to basketball players. I'm torn between, you know, 2 places all the time and 3 kids. I try to put myself in a position whereas nothing comes before him. I wouldn't do this interview with you if I thought that he needed me in Philly. I wouldn't be here in New York. I've always put him before the kids, which, you know, I don't mean to sound selfish because my kids are my life, but still my husband is my life. I look at it like one day my kids will be gone and I won't have anyone but my husband.
The public's reaction to Julius is definitely that he is one of the last great NBA superstars. Do you find that they interfere with your lifestyle or your living habits at all?
Well, yes. When Julius and I were first married, he wasn't, his name wasn't as big as it is now. And I never thought that I would have to move so far out, you know, to be away from everybody. As far as the public pays to see him. The public has named him, okay, the superstar of the NBA. These people put food on my table, you know. That's how we, you know, we have a roof over our head because these people come to see him play.
I had read an article that you did a couple years ago saying that Julius counted his money every morning and every night.
Mm-hmm, he still does.
He still does? He counts all of that?
Ever since I first met him, he always counts his money. He knows exactly where everything is that he has.
Why did that come about?
He said that because he was so poor that, you know, he always made sure that every night he would count his money before he'd go to bed, so he'd know how much he had.
Have you picked up that habit?
No. Are you kidding? I don't have enough to count.
When he calls you in the morning and he says he's hurting, what goes through your mind?
When you're married to a guy like Julius, he always takes a lot of physical abuse. And, you know, you just look at it one day like, you know, maybe he'll go down and he won't get back up.
What do you see in the future of your children's lives?
Not basketball.
Really?
We want them to choose whatever they want to do.
What if they choose basketball?
They choose it.
You go to most of the home games, don't you?
I never miss a home game. And I go to the games in New York and New Jersey, and sometimes I go to Washington.
No foul!
Does Julius ever say to you that you should not be so involved in basketball, that you should find something more independent for yourself?
No. After the game, I'll say, what happened? You know, you didn't do so-and-so. He'll say, Turk, you're getting too upset. He knows everything I do in the stands.
He's
I first met him. He always counts his money. He knows exactly where everything.
More when she's not here. It's turned into somewhat of a positive routine, you know, that I've grown used to. Sort of like, you know, brushing your teeth in the morning. Something you gotta have.
Do you ever find yourself getting tired of the ups and downs of winning and losing a basketball game?
Yes. I guess when we lose, it really hurts me as much as it hurts Julius.
The 76ers did lose that night, and long after the game, when the reporters and the photographers had finally left the doctor, Turquoise, with a smile on her face, dutifully met her man.
He said that he'll retire when his contract is up. At first I said, oh, I'm so glad. When is it going to be up? But now I don't really think I look forward to that day because basketball is my life now.
The NBA on CBS will continue after this word from your local station.
An adventurous stand.
The preceding announcement was brought to you as a public service by the National Basketball Association. The NBA on CBS is sponsored by Light Beer. Everything you always wanted in a beer and less. Pan Am, the airline that flies the world the way the world wants to fly. And by Olympus, the small, light, compact 35mm SLR cameras.
Just a week to go, and after this game against Los Angeles for Philadelphia, they'll have Houston, Indiana, and Denver left. You can see our halftime stats.
The Lakers 40% from the field, the Sixers 52. Los Angeles hitting only with Jabbar and Nixon being consistent. They teamed up for 12 out of 20 field goals, but the rest of the Lakers did very little. Ford and Wilkes had only 3 field goals between them in the first half. Ford 1 for 5, Wilkes 2 out of 8.
One-hander by the doctor. Caldwell Jones, trying to keep it alive, was fouled as he came back up in between Ford and Abdul-Jabbar. Ford picks up the foul. That's his 3rd.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had 3 block shots in the first half. That puts him over 300 on the year.
The wheel to the left and back to Bibby. Comes down into the middle. Pull up on Boone.
Oh, Henry. He's really helped this club. Been really consistent all year long.
Cheeks draws Nixon. Wilkes out on the right side. Boone is underneath with Bibby. Here's Ford. Caldwell matched up against Kareem, and Julius on the double team reached in on him, and Kareem traveled.
Got a big fella upset there. He should have made his move a definite one. He looked like he didn't know what he wanted to do. Should have just gone across the lane quickly, and he'd have had that sky hook. But he waited momentarily, and then that gave the opportunity for Irving to step in on him.
Cheeks sends it into the doctor. The doctor spins inside.
Irving now 6 for 12 from the field.
Ford missed the layup. Bibby comes out past Kareem, right in the middle, sends it to the doctor, and goes back to Jones, and it'll go down to the Lakers on the turnover.
Well, Caldwell lost the handle. Hit him right where he couldn't handle it, right in the hands.
And there's the Houston score. Big one for them against Cleveland. Portland up by 4. Nixon rattles in the shot outside.
We talked about Irving in the pregame, how he has really been going good. He had in the first half 7 rebounds, 4 assists, along with 12 points, all high for his club.
Deep rebound, loose ball out of bounds. And it'll stay with them. That end right in front of Billy Cunningham. He'll watch his attack set up.
Well, 1-on-1. Don Ford said, I've never seen anything that quick. They isolated Irving. Right here, a 1-on-1 for to give him a little hit fake left, went right, and O'Dine reached in and grabbed him before the doctor later up and in. So it'll be Laker Philadelphia ball.
Bobby Jones.
Bobby's not supposed to do that. He's hitting from outside.
Kareem to the hook. Pull up by Bibby from the left side.
Brian Boone was right with him, but he didn't put a hand up. And Bibby easily got the shot away.
Nixon brings it down on the attack for the Lakers. Directly in front of the Laker bench. Jerry West looking on, and here's Boone outside over Bibby right there. 6 points for Boone.
The doctor
sends it back to Jones. He threw double team coverage underneath.
That's a tough assignment for Ford to try and stop Irving. He's just too quick for him.
Kareem was powering in, scored, and sent him to the line.
Took a page out of the Wilt Chamberlain book on that one, the old fingertip roll, and he dropped it right down. Kareem turning to his right, went up high. Now watch this fingertip roll. Oh, soft shot, and rolled it right down through the old net. Beautiful touch. 67-58 Philadelphia. We've got a timeout.
Under Billy C, 76ers have suddenly emerged this year as one of the better defensive teams in the league. Their opponents have shot 50% or better just 20 times, and that places Philadelphia second in the NBA behind Washington and Dick Motta. Cheeks comes down now quickly for Billy C. Sends it over now to Bibby on the left, drops it off to the Doctor. The Doctor spins up on Wilkes and hits it.
That's about 4 jump shots that the Doctors hit on that baseline left side about 10, 12 feet away. As I mentioned, if you give him that much room, he can hit from that angle.
Now they're trailing by 10 points. Kareem is popped out high. Look at that arm span on Caldwell. Boone's at the left. Caldwell jumps out, gets back, gives Boone the shot. Off to the side, and Irving with a good defensive rebound. Cross court to Cheeks, quickly to Caldwell. Flying back, but there was no one there. He anticipated Bobby Jones to the baseline.
Caldwell's momentum was carrying him right up in the crowd. I don't think he really knew what he wanted to do with the basketball. He couldn't get the shot. He was going too fast.
Cheeks got Nixon over to that left side, used the sideline well that time. Kareem rolls up the hook shot. Foul as he came through the lane. It's against Caldwell.
Well, that time he made the move quickly, a little more definite. I think through the foul. Moments ago, if you remember when Julius got a hand in, Kareem was just yo-yoing the ball and didn't make that real definite move. That's what he's got to do. He'll get 2 free throws.
It is interesting as you look at Abdul-Jabbar that again he is not playing with those goggles. And of course, if you were with us last Sunday, you're aware that he did not wear them then. There was a slight swelling there in the upper part of the bridge of the nose. Should be about 4 games ago now. And Kareem has not put the goggles back on. At the All-Star game in Detroit, he simply forgot them starting the second half. He has not forgot them here this afternoon.
He's got a motorcycle out there. He'll put them on and go right to the airport right after the game.
Kareem comes out now with Caldwell Jones on defense. Let him have the shot. Kareem went right back to the glass. You'd love Caldwell to shoot out there, but of course Caldwell is not a bad outside shooter. Sometimes he'll surprise you. He just doesn't shoot that often on this team. Now Nixon. The left goes to Jamal. Jamal gets quickly inside Jones. That's a pretty play. Jones is a tough defensive player, and they let him come down to baseline that time.
Wasn't even near him. That was unusual.
And that brought Billy C. up over there. Hot Rod, he's surprised that Jones would allow that much room. Cross court, the Doctor comes up high, and there's a loose ball foul. Nixon was underneath the Doctor that time, and there was a push inside.
That saved a basket.
Yes, it did. Well, Norman picks up that foul. Let's check now. Nixon 2 personals for the game. Certainly not in trouble. Bibby uses the screen well. Shot spun out. Kareem with the lead pass. Jamal runs it down. Lead now to Boone. Boy, I'll tell you, Wilkes has got quick instincts, doesn't he, out there? He just went to the pass.
Great court sense there because he had to track down the basketball that he had lost sight of on the original outlet pass, grabbed it, and then went right over Bibby with a perfect feed to Boone for the layup.
76ers now are trying to get back in sync. The crowd on the Spectrum tries to help them. Almost triple team. Nixon running around looking for a man. Jones was coming into Ford, and there's a foul.
There's the move. Bobby Jones going right to left. Ford, not in good defensive position, forced him to the floor, and he'll be called for the foul.
We've got a timeout, and let me remind you that next Friday night, we'll be at the Forum in Los Angeles. It'll be the Lakers and the tough Seattle Supersonics.
Because we fly people who move the world, and people who watch the world, people who make the world work, and people who make the world smile, we've got a good idea what the world wants from an airline. So we have our full-service economy class, offering every Pan Am passenger complete service no matter how inexpensive their ticket. We have Clipper class, giving full-fare passengers even more service, including free drinks and hors d'oeuvres, plus an empty seat beside them whenever possible. And in first class aboard our 747 SPs, we're introducing a luxurious new table-for-two dining and unique reclining sleeperette seats, the most comfortable chairs in the air. Now we've got 3 great ways to fly the world.
Pan Am. Oh, not again. You okay?
I was running to rent a car, and this man was tying his shoelace, and just as I was about to jump over him, he stood up.
If you had an Avis Wizard number and a reservation, you could walk through airports. Just show your credit card, license, sign, and get your car.
Oh, good, let's go.
Avis, walk, walk.
I'm walking through airports.
Avis now features GM cars.
Avis, we don't know another way.
Where's the big fella there?
That is a board that Jerry West got when he was in high school. We keep telling you about it. He's showing them over there the plays that he wants them to run. Jerry West got it in Cabin Creek, West Virginia.
Cabin Creek, they had those boards. How big is Cabin Creek, West Virginia?
It's a suburb of Charleston, West Virginia. That's small.
Inside. Here comes Bobby, has to send it back. He was sealed up, and Nixon runs it down. On the turnover now, here come the Lakers. Here's Carr, who's on the floor for Jerry, sends it back to Nixon. Then gets it back in the corner. He thought twice before he put one up outside. That's what they've been criticizing him for. Boone used Kareem's screen. I'll tell you, Abdul-Jabbar has not been out of this game yet this afternoon. I haven't seen him play all the way in a game in several years that I can remember.
You're talking physically, and he's also in it mentally. He's playing...
I bet he is. He wants this one. Irving, rebound, went right back up as short. Off to the Lakers. Carr and Wilkes are battling. Lakers playing with a little fire here this afternoon, little intensity. We don't always see that with that ball club.
This would be a big win if they could pull it off. Out on that road, it gets lonesome.
Nixon waving Carr in. Shot clock down to 5. Kareem might as well go ahead. Turn around at 3, and the big fella's got it. And here we go.
What a move. He made that like a small man. Looked like the doctor spinning on the baseline and smoothly got it away.
Now it's the doctor's turn. The 76ers come back down, and Wilkes knows they're going to come through him one way or the other. Here it comes. Quick pass inside to takes it. Kareem knocks it out. So we got 2 All-Stars who feel it here this afternoon.
No question, that was a good block. No, not even close for goaltending. Irving with a beautiful feed. Cheeks went up, and there's Kareem right at the peak of his jump and slapped it right out of bounds.
Eric Money, hot rod, number 22, will throw it inbounds. We got a man down as Bibby's back up, and the doctor fires short. Off is Wilkes. The Lakers can go ahead by a point if they can hit here. Lead pass to Boone. Runs it down now. Kareem is going to be a little slow, but give the guy a break. Don't criticize him. He's played every minute here this afternoon. He's played hard.
The other 4 guys say, let's wait for him, too.
Absolutely. All right, they say, let's go. Wilkes for the lead.
How about that? What a comeback.
70-69 with 5 minutes to go, third period. And the 76ers know they're in one here. Bobby Jones is fouled. Carr was jumping out. Kenny realizes it. He's criticizing himself right now. So hard he was trying to come out on the ball. Came up over the man.
If Wilt happens to be listening or watching, Kareem is taking care of the office here this afternoon.
I want to tell you something. Wilt might have spurred Kareem just a little bit with that criticism. And here he is, Sir Slam, Sir Dunk, Earthquake, call him whatever he wants to be called, his Hot Rod's buddy.
He's from Lovetron. That's 1 million light years from here.
You and he go dancing together? I mean, you know.
He's a vampire. He wants to disco all night. Sleep all day.
King of the disco. Here's Bobby. He's really an interesting guy to talk to, as you found out in that interview.
There he is, Daryl Dawkins.
He wants to be a fighter when he grows up. He and Holmes would make a pretty good fight. He don't want to be part of Maurice Lucas, but bring on Larry Holmes.
Right.
All right, 4:55. Sixers are up now, 71-70. Jones is watching Wilkes carefully. Carr inside now to Boone, pulls the trigger. And Carr, oh, he should have had that one. Just let it get away. He couldn't get the handle. Carr is a little over-anxious right now. Now the 76ers. Doctor says, all right, let's go. Give it back to Bobby. Doctor will take it back in the corner. He'll yo-yo it up and down a few times. Shot clock moves down inside 10. Dawkins says, come on, let me have it against the big man. The big man's down, and Dawkins for the just kind of rolled it in. Kareem says, come on, he pushed me.
That should have been an offensive foul. He did. I was watching it closely. He backed Kareem right down on the seat of his pants and then got the ball for the easy layup. No call made.
Dawkins puts the 76ers up by 3. Nixon weaves in. Are they going to give him the continuance?
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
What a move. I was showing that move a moment ago. Watch Dawkins. Here it is. Already Kareem's out of the way. He had already knocked him down and went in and got the field goal. But back to live action. What a move by Nixon. All the way for the layup. It counted. He's looking for a 3-point play, and he can tie the score.
Hot Rod, I want to say something about another player in this league. Not everybody watched the game on Friday night. Walter Davis hustled as much as any player in any brand of basketball that I've ever seen for 4 periods this year, Friday night for Phoenix. Money dishes up a miss. Kareem is off now. Lead pass to Norm Nixon. Here's the little guy. Bibby's got to give him a lot of respect now. now. Lob it into Carr. Over from the corners, Jamal Wilkes, and Irving goes with him. Now Kareem, obviously tired, a little bit late coming down, hasn't had a rest yet in this game. Here's Nixon. Play is called out. Kareem wants it inside. There's the pushing call. Finally, they go to it. McCloskey and West, they were both up off the bench saying, come on, get him off of Kareem.
Get him a saddle. Put a saddle on him, Darrell. Ride him right on out of here. There he is. There he goes. He's trying to harness him up right here. Now he's got the saddle on him. And there's your pal, Kareem. Kareem says, I don't know if there's another way I can make $1.
Here he is, coming in now, saying, get off of me again. And Darrell reaching around with the left hand now. Now, Jerry's yelling at the officials again. There's all kinds of pressure on Kareem. There's no question about it. Dawkins is muscling him.
I would say he is.
Boone open over Mix. But I'm up by 174-73. All right, now it's the 76ers' turn. Let's see where Julius goes. Over to the left, it'll come through him. They give it up to the Doc now. Turn around on Kareem. He's a good shooter. He's short. Kareem battling. Lakers touch the ball as it goes out of bounds.
That was an unfortunate rebound play there. Wilkes, the teammate of Jabbar, both went up and knocked it away. Had one backed off, the other would have had the rebound.
Now Mix, he can shoot it up for you. He's out there, deflected on the inbounds, but right to Bibby. Here is Mix. Carr's got to respect him as an outside shooter. Mix backs in, rolls up the layup, and he got it.
Oh, Mix, he's one of the slowest forwards in the league, but he could see that opening. He took that big, long stride at the end and hooked her up and in.
We go seesawing now on that scoreboard. 76ers up by a point. We got 2:58 in the third period. Money checking now for picks and screens. Nixon dashes and dishes off now to Carr. Now Kenny puts it down on the floor and comes up with a high arch. Off down to the Doctor. Doctor's the man in the middle right now. It's his game until he likes to give it up. And the Doctor, as he came inside, drew the foul. Jamal Wilkes was pressuring him, and he fouled him. Too much pressure.
That could have been a little charge there, too. Wilkes had good defensive possession. He is letting the referee know that particular move defensively he thought was a good one.
Where are we going to be next Friday night?
Let's get on to L.A. And they're playing right now. And they're only down by 1 to Philadelphia.
We're going to show Grandma our new Chevy Malibu. A freshly sliced apple pie called Chevy Malibu.
The 1979 Chevy Malibu has the right room, right headroom, legroom, and trunk room. The right size, new family midsize.
Looks like Bill bought himself a new Malibu.
The right ingredients, like an impressive mileage rating and a beautiful body by Fisher. It's got the right name, Chevrolet. No wonder it's a family favorite.
A freshly sliced apple pie called Chevy Malibu.
Broadway star Shelley Bruce for Color Track by RCA.
As Orphan Annie, my curls are auburn, my dress is bright red, and my dog is sandy brown. If these colors don't look right, see the 1979 Color Track. Getting the color right is what it's all about. And now, with channel lock tuning, it tracks the color more automatically than ever.
Before you see the Color Track system grabs it, aligns it, defines it, sharpens it, tones it, and locks the color on track.
RCA is making television better and better.
That's one reason Century Insurance built the Century Laboratories, to help our customers avoid trouble.
Like fires?
Like lots of things.
They have as many tests as we do.
Century works hard at helping our customers do things more safely.
Your customers must like that.
And it helps attract new customers. Century likes that.
Treating the customer right isn't just nice, it's good business.
Next Saturday, an hour-long special focusing on Robert Jones Jr., the founding father, along with Clifford Roberts of the world-famed Masters Tournament, and featuring highlights of the agony and the ecstasy of previous Masters tournaments. Next Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS.
Well, the Los Angeles Lakers, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, we talked about him, Brent. He's played the entire way. And the Lakers have but 5 games left. Going to the playoffs, Jerry West says there's no time to rest him now. He'll play 240 minutes in the next 5 games. That's all of them, 48 a game. He's going good.
When they took him out for 2 minutes against Phoenix, that's when John McLeod and the Suns took command against Jerry West down in Phoenix last week. And Kareem has given it all here this afternoon, and so too has his man at the free throw line. You forget how good Abdul-Jabbar really is. We put an awful lot of demands on him. I'm sure of that, even though he himself admitted that he has not been his normal self at times this year.
Comes so easy for him, Brent. That's where people get a little bit excited at times, thinking that he should be doing more. But he's getting the job done, but it just does it effortlessly.
Now, they got Robish in there to try and relieve some of the pressure. Dawkins just pushing, trying to wear down, take a toll on the body. Here's Robish, good shooter.
Yep.
Not that time. It's a little bit too much spin. Bibby's in the middle. Off to Eric Money. Put a fake on Boone and hold on.
They're going to give him a foul. Could have been traveling there. He tried to pull up. Ron Boone called for the foul.
Billy C. would appear to have a little bit too much depth working against Jerry. 76ers and Billy Cunningham have come on strong in the last 2 weeks. Like Eric Money out there can give you a lift. You got the good defensive man Rustin over there. Bobby Jones. Irving working up front now with Steve Mix.
The Lakers are in the penalty, and that's the reason for the 2 free throws for Money. We have 2 minutes and 12 seconds left here in the third quarter. Philadelphia up by 4.
Inside to Robish, who's come in to provide some offense.
Big guy can shoot. That's one way he can complement Abdul-Jabbar. That's why Jerry likes to bring him in. He can hit outside, and that loosens things up inside for the big fella.
Ken Carr goes with the doctor. Money spins on Nixon. Pretty move by Eric. Back to 4 at 1:42 left in the third period. Now Abdul-Jabbar rolls up the hook on Dawkins, and the coaching staff is saying, "You gotta let this go on."
West is really heated on the sideline.
They all three, Allbeck, McCloskey, and West just came right straight up in the air on this.
There's Kareem go way up, and there's Darrell trying to go up with him. The ball dropped short. They called the foul.
Darrell took his navel to Kareem's left shoulder.
Get your navel off a shoulder. That'd be a nice song. Written by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And Johnny Paycheck at the guitar singing it up.
Right on. You see the best in basketball. All right, Kareem. 80-78, Philadelphia.
And Kareem hustles down to the defensive spot right now. Watching Dawkins over his right shoulder. Mixes out high. 2-point lead by the Sixers. Here's Dawkins coming up in the air, up high over Kareem, and now Billy Cunningham. And it's a technical foul on Billy. He wanted the foul against Abdul-Jabbar. He came flying off of that bench over there.
I don't think he was fouled. And Darrell just forced the shot. Intimidation by Kareem. He threw up a wild one, and it crashed off the glass. I think Cunningham came off the bench. Here's the technical free throw by Ron Boone.
And I am told by our director, Bob Dunphy, that we have that shot. And let's see the free throw. Good. There it is.
Here's the play. I don't think Kareem fouled him. Darrell turns to his left, looking for the jump shot. Go up. Kareem right there. He didn't touch him. I don't want your ball to just crash off the glass. Wasn't even close. He forced the shot.
Nixon to the left side. Lakers can go ahead by a point if they convert here. After the technical, it'll be Robish, knocked away by Mix. On the steal, the Lakers wanted the foul. Bibby's the man in the middle. Good defense. Dawkins.
Put it down with the left hand. He had thoughts about dunking it, but at the last moment just softly put it in. They've got momentum.
Nixon now to Kareem, who comes off the glass. And chance for the three-pointer.
That basket will count. Here's the play a moment ago. Bibby down the middle on the fast break. Went to the left side of Dawkins all alone. And then softly put it down with the left hand. So at the line, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can tie the score for Los Angeles. It's a one-point Philadelphia lead at 82-81.
For the weak of body and the faint of heart, don't go into the middle with the action going right now.
Both teams are in the penalty. Kareem will get another try to complete the three-point play. Looking for point number 28.
He's got it. What a force he's been here this afternoon as he ties it up again inside of a minute now in the third period. And he waits for the young Dawkins. Dawkins puts the jumper up on Kareem. The 76ers ahead by 2. Now it's Dawkins' turn to go back on defense against Abdul-Jabbar.
Philadelphia could get a shot. They got plenty of time to get the ball back and get a shot away.
follows up his jump shot. He responds to Dawkins. Tied again. Last shot time. For firepower, they've got Mix, they've got Dawkins, and they've got Collins out there right now. Money cut off. Offensive foul against Money in 7 seconds. The Lakers can go ahead here.
They'll have time to get a shot away. Well, look at the foul. That was a good call, I thought. Here it is. Money just forced his way along the baseline. It's called for the charge.
Nixon dishes to Kareem, and there was a foul called as he came right down the middle. It is against Eric Money.
And we are in the penalty, so free throws. It'll be Nixon at the line. Jerry West yelling out at his players. He's giving some instructions to Ron Boone.
Hot Rod in Phoenix, Jerry did not show any emotion at all on the bench that night, and the team reflected it. They sat there. They got their heads down. Jerry is up more. McCloskey's up more. Allbeck, and the team is showing a little more fire out here.
Look over there, and you see the coaches. You say, come on, you guys are in the game. We'll get in it.
And Billy C. at the other end. He's been up and down the last couple of weeks. You watch Kevin Lockery work a game.
Don't give him a hoop here. There's 3 seconds. That's what you got to guard against a long one.
Bobby Jones throws it up and out, and that's the end of 3. We got a good 12 coming up, Hot Rod.
Don't go away. At the end of 3 quarters, Lakers 86, Philadelphia 84.
You think I'm going to get 2 dandies back-to-back with an overtime?
Where did you play?
Mr. Goodrich.
Hi.
There's a clunking noise in the back, and no one has been able to find it.
Well, I'll take a look.
Oh, good.
Mr. Goodwrench really understands your General Motors car, and dealer service bulletins from GM help him spot problems fast.
Find it?
Sure did. Found it right here in this new GM service bulletin.
Keep that great GM feeling.
With Mr. Goodrich.
And genuine GM parts.
He's at over 6,000 participating GM dealers.
The NBA on CBS will continue after this word from your local station.
He created another human being in his own image, and his perfect creation becomes his wife's perfect lover. The Darker Side of Terror, the CBS Tuesday night movie.
This is CBS.
Sure, and stay tuned for the MVP award at the end of the game, and you would have to say that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar certainly has at least a big leg up right now. 15 points in the 3rd period, if you see the stats. The Lakers 86, the Sixers 84. The dish to Robish. High lob, tapped in by Kareem. His car was coming at him. Who do you want to give it to?
Well, if we stop the game right now, I may consider Jabbar for most valuable player.
Collins down. Oh,
Dawkins! That was the backboard swing, game delaying dunk.
That was a 5.4 on the Richter scale here in Philadelphia. Jump ball, Mix ties up Roby.
Now watch this one. He names all his dunk shots. Daryl Dawkins, this is the backboard swaying, game delaying. Wappo. I'd hate to be under there.
Indeed. Dawkins off now to Money as the Sixers come with a spurt.
Lakers need a timeout right here to stop this momentum.
Jerry instead wants him just to slow down the pace. He got up off the bench. And that also has been a criticism, Hot Rod. You're right. The Lakers sometimes let things get out of hand on them. Jabbar moves on Dawkins.
That was a phenomenal move. I've never seen Kareem do that. Turn to his left. Go against the man and duck the ball down.
He's playing like it was back in UCLA this afternoon. He hadn't been out for a rest yet. Look at him. Look at Dawkins outside. Dawkins is off, and Carr now to the rebound. We're not even in the playoffs. What did they have for breakfast this morning? Here come the Lakers now. 90-88. 76ers dig in on defense. Dawkins watches Kareem. Mix eyeing him. Mix in the middle. Kareem rolls up the hooker. Back to Kareem, goes out and gets it away from Eric Money. Nixon trapped and out to Robish. They had a fresh 24, so they got plenty of time, but Carl will take the outside shot. It was not straight on. He didn't square off the shot. Robish comes up. Off. The Lakers had every opportunity. Now the Sixers come for the tie. Here they come. Doug Collins off the injured list. Short. They need the doctor. It's off now to Boone.
That's a good play by Kenny Carr. He couldn't control that rebound, but he spotted the man and he slapped it right over to Boone. The ball was going right back to Philadelphia had he not made that play.
Kareem yelling instructions to Robish. They go to Nixon now on the left. Kareem sealing off Eric Money, and Nixon uses it very wisely, but the shot was not there. And Jones for the rebound. Carr goes crashing to the floor. It'll be 5-on-4. The 76ers now with a manpower advantage. It's Jones taking advantage of it. Carr was knocked back. Timeout, Lakers.
Never hustle back on the play. You call it. And right down the alley, Bobby Jones got the layup. And we've got a basketball game. 9 minutes and 33 seconds left in this game. Lakers and Philadelphia level at 90.
Light them up, Hot Rod.
How sweet it is.